Before I get started, if you guys like our content, please leave a like and monster mash that subscribe button to be updated and notified on all Monster Planet content. Anyway guys, let's get right into the video. Hello my fellow ghouls and ghoulettes, and welcome to Monster Planet, where I talk about a monster's brief history, how affected our modern world today, and how media portrays the monster. I'm your host Marlon Gonzalez, and today's monster is going to put a smile on your face. So, let's get started. 'Tis the season to be spooky, and since this month is October, I'm going to start off with a real spooky one. Today's monster is one of the prettier monsters that I cover, and I'm using prettier in quotations, as it's the Japanese urban legend Kuchisake Onna. For the origins of Kuchisake Onna, there are very few for this evil spirit, but there's one such theory of her origin. Around the end of 1978, a rumor circulated that an old woman in a farming family in the town of Yaotsu in Gifu Prefecture spotted a woman with a nice big fleshy slit across her mouth to her ear, standing in a corner of a garden. As soon as she saw her, she went to the local newspaper, who then printed an article about the story, that in turn made itself into a legend that grew over time. As of origins go, that kinda seems humble in a way. Kuchisake Onna targets only children, due to back in that time to now, how cram schools were getting a massive increase of students attending. For appearances, Kuchisake Onna is depicted with variations of outfits and tools, but she's depicted with a red coat, surgical mask, and maybe a sickle or scissors. She blends into society so that she can strike fiercely and ferociously to kill her victims. Not gonna lie, that's a good Halloween costume idea, when you have little money for a Halloween costume. I'm definitely gonna maybe use that one day. For abilities, she has a very restricted ability set, but it's very complicated and hard to overcome. To start off, she'll ask you this very famous line: "Am I pretty?" Or, in Japanese, "Watashi kirei?" Or, in another pronunciation, "Watashi wa kirei desu ka?" Now, when that happens, you have 3 or 4 choices depending on how you deal with it. So, if you answer no, well, block, you die. But, if you answer yes, she'll take off her surgical mask and ask again, "Watashi wa kirei desu ka?" And if you answer honestly, well, you die again. But if you lie and say she's pretty, well, good news and bad news. Good news is, you're alive. Bad news is, you get the exact same cut that happened to her from your mouth all the way up to your ear. And that's really gross. The only way to get rid of her is either to give her a neutral answer. That'll give you a few seconds to run as she'll ponder the answer. But also, here's another one. If you have a good number of candy or fruit on you, namely for candy, hard candy, just throw it. She'll stop what she's doing and try to pick it up. That'll give you enough time to run away. Hopefully. Another ability that she's able to do, she's able to teleport right in front of you when you try to run away. So you guys better run as fast as you can. She's also capable of supernatural speed, and also has a ghostly physiology, and has proficiency in scissors and sickles. So she's very well equipped to handle her victims. For how she affected our modern world, like I said before, Japan's cram schools during that time were having a massive influx of students that in turn caused some rumors and speculations of a woman with a slit mouth who targets children. It has also sparked numerous manga and video games being produced. A few of these are Kuchisake Onna Densetsu, Kuchisake Onna, and other similar names relating to the monster. There are so many. This rumor has turned into a children's cautionary tale to, scare children about for characters like Kuchisake Onna, or characters related to her or like her. It has also sparked Halloween costumes of her, with people dressing up as the evil spirit to either celebrate or pay homage to the spirit that impacted their lives so much. This monster has affected media like a storm, although not like the default monsters like Dracula, Frankenstein's monster, the werewolf, the mummy, and etc. etc. There's a lot of web novels, mangas, and video games that have been impacted by this monster. The fact that such a simple evil spirit with a complex ability set is able to strike fear and terror throughout each generation says a lot. Games like Persona have been impacted a lot, along with other mangas like Kuchisake Onna Densetsu. The impact of it will not be forgotten. From its humble beginnings, now strikes fear in the hearts of everyone on a global scale. That's all the time I have for you ghouls and ghoulettes. And remember, be careful of your answers, because whatever you say may Kuchisake Onna.